Hello, it's me, Farrell. It's February 2015, and I'm making a vlog. While I'll present to you with a game in the background. It doesn't really have anything to do with the topic at hand, but I figured I should show something to you guys instead of just a black screen. It's a game based on well, a scene from Futurama, a show that I really like. There was this joke about space invaders in that show, and some German group of people that produced a game that imitates this scene, and yeah, it's a Space Invaders clone called INVADERS, possibly from space. And, this isn't really an original idea. It's Space Invaders, and the whole idea of using the Futurama environment for it is, taken straight from the show. And, yeah, so I should probably think that this is really lame, unoriginal, but actually I think it's kind of fun. It's a simple novelty. I won't be playing it as long as Laser Ninja or Recountant, that's for sure. But, it's a novelty, but a pretty fun one, so if you ever feel like playing it, go to the site where the authors have published it and check it out. But who cares? Well, what's been happening to me personally in my life? Because I suppose you people want to know. Well, college, as always, is a topic. And right now, I'm in the 7th semester. My last one. And as I speak, I have basically finished all the classes. I've actually have presented my engineering project already too, so that's cleared up. And the last thing that's left is an exam, and that's like 100 questions, of which I'll have to answer 3, and I won't be getting into that now. Basically, once I'll complete that, if I complete it, but probably I will, then I'm free. I'm finally done with it, and I'll get a diploma, and I can start planning out, looking for a job in Germany. Yeah, just like this Futurama game. Just like this Futurama game is made by people from Germany. I've been dreaming of Germany. Germany is my favorite country in the entire world, and I've been dreaming of going there for so long. Well, but, there's a few things. I'm pretty good with Photoshop, but I've worked at the advertising. I've worked in an advertisement agency in summer 2014, and I was told that I should expand my skills, and I've made the choice to practice 3D modeling, and I now have to practice it, along with preparing for those exams. I might upload some of my work in due time, but all in due time. Basically, I'm kind of busy right now with those exams and the 3D modeling stuff, and this has to mean that my video production and also comic production has to take a step back. So I've already talked about this on DeviantArt, but here now in video form, for now I'm taking a little bit of a hiatus. I know some people are excited for some of my work, but for now we're taking a break, and patience. I will finish my Sega series retrospective. Even if I was quitting reviewing, which I honestly was thinking about, we'll get to that later. Even if I was planning to quit, I would definitely complete the Sega series retrospective first, because if I wouldn't, that would be kind of mean and lame. So, yeah, so those things have to get pushed back. And honestly, there was a topic on my mind that I thought about discussing with you guys. It's related to reviewing, kind of, well, mostly. I've been told by a friend that I've lost passion, that he doesn't feel like I'm passionate about what I'm doing anymore. And I think he might be right. I think I might have lost track or something. And well, people kind of, I mean, how do I say this? I've been sort of afraid of getting backlash for my opinions and reviews. Let's go back in time to my old Feral the Gecko channel. Back then, I've made reviews of Wings Club, Bakugan, Hante, Gormiti. I've been bashing those kids shows. And yeah, nowadays I sort of regret it. Partially because, well, it's been a pain. Copyrights on YouTube are a huge problem. So these videos were constantly an issue for me, but also because the fans of those shows were the ones most often commenting on those videos, and they were really upset at me. And, partially I agree that those were very flawed videos. I was basically thinking of the angry reviewer bandwagon that was going on at the time, and I felt pressure to bash everything that I didn't like. And yes, I honestly did not like those shows back then. And quite frankly, even today, I don't really like them. But nowadays, I feel like, who cares? It's not great for me. Maybe they're flawed, but basically, nearly all kids' animation is flawed. So what's the point? I might have been a bit too harsh. I mean that I did not have to be really, really angry as I was there, because it just offended a bunch of people. Although, you could argue that even if I was polite, people would still get angry. Because I see that all the time. Reviewers act really, really polite. They're not mean or anything. They try to be as objective as possible, admits that something is just their personal opinion, but you will still find that their videos get a lot of nasty comments because and honestly, I am not such a person. I actually recall that back in the day when the Spoony one, a pretty big name reviewer, did a bunch of videos about Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, I loved Final Fantasy VIII back in the day, so hearing that someone didn't like it did make me angry. So I watched the video, and you know what? I decided that I would wait before making a nasty comment, to the point that Spoony, at least I will not make any such angry comments until Spoony says something that will be completely inaccurate and wrong. And I never made that comment, because while watching the video, anything Spoony complained about, I had to agree with. That takes place. The Junction system was stupid. Squall was a pretty emo character, and there was a lot of other problems with that game. So while I still enjoyed the game, Spoony did not. And yeah, I had to agree. The game is flawed, but hey, I still like it, so who cares? So I let that go. I did not get angry at him. In fact, I've been following him, and I really like his Final Fantasy videos. Even if I actually like a few of those games, but whatever. See, Spoony got famous for that. He got famous because he was making angry Final Fantasy videos. So if that's what made him so popular, what made people love him, then why do people actually complain? I mean, it's like, oh, you're wrong. If he's wrong, then I guess you should expect that everyone should hate him. But no, people kind of like him. So I basically mean that I see a lot of angry reviews and a lot of angry comments, and it really feels like these people don't understand how this stuff works. In fact, I've seen a few people who make comments that do suggest that they have no idea how reviewing is meant to work. For example, they just think someone is a bad reviewer because he has a different opinion than them. Yeah, that's simple. Or they demand that reviews should be objective. And that's kind of hypocritical, considering some of them made reviews of reviewers where they said that reviews should be objective. So what? You sit here, you're bashing this popular internet reviewer, and that's objectivism? I don't think that's how that works. I'm going on a tangent here. Basically, I suspect that perhaps I shouldn't care. I should not be bothered by some nasty comments. I mean, those old videos, yeah, I still get angry comments every once in a while, but I probably shouldn't care. Whatever. These people are immature. They don't get me. They're less polite than I was back in the day. Whatever. But it's sort of it's kind of annoying. I mean, right now, I go to college. I try to improve my job prospects. I work on some artworks in the background. I have a webcomic, and then when there's some time left, I want to do a video. Make something fun, just say something that might interest some other people, but there you go, some random person who just sat down, watched my video, and then, oh, this is the worst thing ever, you're completely unprofessional. That is kind of discouraging. All the effort that I put, and someone just doesn't see it, just thinks that it's all flawed, and perhaps even says that I should die because I don't like a children's cartoon or something. And yeah, that's very immature, that's very stupid, so perhaps more so, I shouldn't care. And yeah, that's probably true. I have to learn it. I have to get used to it and not be so nervous about that. But I wonder, because I was told that I lack passion now, and I was wondering, did any of my videos in the past feel lifeless, stale, emotionless, or something like that? Because I start to wonder, did I really at some point start making really lame videos, or that it didn't lack any spirit? Because I'm really not sure about that. Well, what else can I say? Yeah, because right now I kind of vented about reviewing as a whole, and about what backlash some people get. I don't know. After a lot of thinking, because it takes me so long to get to do any reviews. I have a pace of like 2 videos a year. With the amount of videos that I have planned, I have enough ideas for videos for the next 50 years. No, that's not an exaggeration. Seriously, like 50 years. I have so many ideas for videos that I could be making, and if I was a reviewer, professional, who would do weekly videos, then of course that would be perfect. I would be set for a long, long time. But I'm not. I make very little videos, very few, so I'm not getting to do any of those ideas. So lately I was wondering that perhaps I should just ditch most of the ideas that I tried to do and focus on the ideas that I truly wanted to do. And this again brings me to the whole angry reviewer thing. You know, I kind of think that, for a while I was thinking that I shouldn't make angry reviews because I just make people angry, there's no point to that. But if I focus on only the ideas that I mostly wanted to do, then actually most of them are passion projects, like a Sailor Moon retrospective, a Digimon retrospective, yeah, a lot of retrospectives, looks back on things I like, so I don't think I would be really getting that angry in those. Except for a few stretches. And okay, there are a few things where I would be making angry reviews, like I wanted to review Drakengard for the PS2, my most hated video game of all time, and during the Yu-Gi-Oh! Retrospective. I suppose a lot of my friends know I really hate Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and since I started reviewing, I wanted to cover it, and it would be really angry, and I'm sure I would get backlash for it, but you know, that I feel such burning hatred for that show that, no, I have to get angry, I have to be honest with what I feel about the show. What did I want to say here? Basically, I won't do every review that I wanted to make. Perhaps at some point I will discuss some of the dropped ideas, because honestly some ideas just sound cool but would be really lame, and many of those things I have just one sentence in the script just saying why I want to do that review, and that's it. Besides that one sentence, that one thought, there's no reason to do this review, and yeah, so it's gonna get ditched, and perhaps one day I'll make a video where I'll discuss the ideas that I disbanded, and also why, because But yeah, the retrospectives, the various stuff, the PlayStation RPGs that I wanted to cover, that will all come in due time, but I'm not even kidding when I say that perhaps next decade, because really video making is not a top priority or anything for me right now. I will definitely not abandon video reviewing. I'll get back to it. I'll be doing it again, but for now, Germany, job, stuff like that, that's important. It's more important. I keep forgetting. I was thinking of doing a Let's Play. I told some friends about it, they were pretty excited about the idea. It could potentially be a bad idea because it's sort of a JRPG, and those tend to be really, really not good for for Let's Plays, but I plan to tackle it. Aside from my friends, not many people show interest in the game. The game that I'm talking about is Fate Extra CCC. I really liked Fate Extra, and its sequel didn't get official translation, but I found a blog that did translate almost all the text in the game, all the dialogue. So I had the idea of doing a let's play where I show the translated English text and present the game to my audience, and I still plan on doing that, but again, in due time, because right now things are really busy and I'm really nervous. So, yeah, thanks for listening to me, and patience, wish me luck, and I'll see you some other time. Bye.